Hello, my dear students, and welcome in the Indoor Environmental Control course. I am Associate Professor Kareem Galal.
This time I will continue with the electrical lighting system and explain the luminaires. The title of this lecture is Luminaires. First, we should know the meaning of luminaire. Generally, luminaire is a lamp holder. In the simplest case, the lamp is held by a lamp holder, without any enclosure, shade or light directing device. This is the case with the internally silvered reflector lamps, which can be narrow beam spotlights or floodlights. With a broader spread, the crown silvered lamps are used with a shallow parabolic reflector as narrow beam spotlights. There is a very large variety of luminaires available, and the choice is, unfortunately, often based on the look, the appearance of these, rather than on their lighting performance. Essentially, there are two basic types, those with fully enclosed lamps and those with partial enclosure or light directing device. Photometrically, luminaires can be characterized in relation to the lumen output of the lamps they contain, by the light output ratio, LOR. LOR may be divided into upward and downward parts, divided by the horizontal plane across the center of the lamp. Alternatively, the output of the luminaire can be taken as the basis, the 100%, and the flux fractions can be defined as F upward and DFF downward, defining the flux fraction ratio, FFR. For example, if the luminaire output is 800 Lm, total light output, which equal 100% of its flux, total flux fraction. The ULOR equals 300 Lm, 37.5% of, and DLOR equals 500 Lm, 62.5% DFF, the LOR and FFR should be equal. These are the indicators of the luminaire types and their flux fractions. But in lighting catalogs, we can find different types of specs and graphs such as these graphs. What does it mean? In the lighting catalogs, we found such as these illustrations for each luminaire type. And these. It is called the polar curves, or polar intensity diagrams. It is a more precise definition of a lamp/luminaire combination, or a lamp acting as a luminaire. For luminaires of a rotational shape, symmetrical about any vertical plane laid across the axis of the luminaire, a semicircular polar diagram is used on which the source intensity, CD, viewed from different directions, view angles, is plotted. For elongated luminaires, two such semicircles are put together, the left side for the cross-section and the right side showing the distribution lengthwise, along the longitudinal vertical plane. For example, if the luminaire output is 800 Lm, total light output, which equal 100% of its flux, total flux fraction. The ULOR equals 300 Lm, 37.5% of, and DLOR equals 500 Lm, 62.5% DFF, the LOR and FFR should be equal. This value, 1950 CD, is the values per 1000 Lm lamp output. If a warm white lamp is used which gives an output of 2700 Lm, from table, then the intensity has to be adjusted 5265 CD. But if it is used with a colorite tube, which has an output of 1800 Lm, from table, then the intensity has to be adjusted 3510 CD. Thanks for following me, and I hope that I have explained the topic well.
This material is copyrighted. Associate Professor Kareem Galal 2021. All rights reserved.